Welcome back to another episode of Love Sex LA Unfiltered. And I am so excited for this episode because I did some convincing and have two very special people here. It is their 33rd wedding anniversary. And who better than people married for 33 years to give dating advice? Please welcome my mom and dad, Tracy and David. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
That's fun. That's an easy one.
I know you were really both looking forward to coming here, and happy anniversary, 33 years. That's a
believe
long
it?
time.
Can you believe it?
Yeah,
How did
what's the
that
secret?
happen?
No, I never thought I'd even get married, let alone be married for 33 years.
So you're going to share the secret with the rest of us?
What is it?
I don't know.
What is it? Just don't think about it.
Oh, what would you say it is?
It's
It's going to be very philosophical now.
no, it's not. Okay, the first thing is, they say you have to have things in common. We have the important things in common, but in a way, we are also opposites.
Yeah.
So there's a combination of opposites attract. So on certain things, we're not the same, but on some of the really important things, like our feeling toward children, family, our home,
Values,
religion,
morals.
values,
Loyalty.
morals, we're right down the
Yeah.
line. Now, we have a lot of differences though on other things, but those are things that you can really live with. Okay.
Right.
And for her, I'm sure she'll say it's just not taking anything too seriously. I mean, the way you look at things is my perception is you look at things this way. If everybody's healthy, no one is in the hospital, no one's sick, no one is in a bad place, it doesn't matter. Everything else is fine.
But it is healthy, safe, happy. Isn't that the best?
Right. And so you don't sweat the small stuff, I guess.
So I'm probably
And most of it's small stuff.
Right. I'm probably one of the last standing people with parents married for 33 years.
Really? You think?
Yeah. By my age, 31, you were probably married with a couple kids. Can you imagine me in this economy?
Yeah, you're right. I had 2 kids living in the same house.
Yeah,
You're right.
I know. And I'm out here just...
But times are different. Times aren't what they are now.
That's true.
Times are different, and I think people are a little more impulsive with getting married these days. And I think, people confuse love with things that aren't love.
Well, would you say this? You were 27 when you got married, Mom?
Right.
Would you trust my judgment in marriage at 27 with the people I've brought home?
Not a
in
bit.
a million years.
Nope.
No way. No way.
Nope.
So
No way.
I just...
See, the big stuff we agree on. I told you.
Right.
But it's not that I didn't trust your judgment. It's if the right person came
You're right.
along.
I knew they were pieces of shit.
Yes. If the right person came along, I know you would have realized that.
Yeah, you have good judgment.
Maybe.
You would have
Maybe
eventually
not.
come to you would have either eventually come to the realization on your own, or she would have made it abundantly clear this is not the right guy.
Yeah.
Next.
Isn't that what a mother's supposed to do?
It is. It is. And I think I statistically avoided my first divorce, and you should be grateful for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
So anyway, I start every episode with a game of date or ghost. Okay. So I'm going to give you a scenario, and based on that scenario, you're going to tell me whether you would date that person or ghost that person, or
Does
if
that
I
mean
should
like
date
a
that person
second
or ghost
date
that person.
or ghost him after the first date? I mean, what is
Just
it?
like date or ghost,
Okay.
based on the scenario.
All right, date or ghost.
Okay.
Did you make that up?
I did. Wow. Should I patent
You're
it?
so creative.
So proud of
creative.
you.
You are. I love your episode of Love Sex LA. The newspaper that's
Oh,
coming out.
that was
Thanks.
The one that's coming
Thanks.
out this.
See, they
yeah.
support me. They
Yeah, I
support
love
me.
it.
Okay, first one. He double texts you after the first date. Ghost?
ghost.
Okay, why?
He likes you too much.
I agree. What do
He
you think?
likes you too much.
Although I'd probably date him.
No, but it depends. If I like the guy or I had a good time,
That's true.
I'd be so excited. I'd be like,
if I double texted you after our
I didn't
first
like
date,
you on the first date.
that's clear.
But I did. No,
Okay,
I liked
but
you. I liked you. I didn't.
But if we did have text,
Right. Yeah. Did we have
dark-
phones then? I don't remember.
We had cell phones. We didn't have text.
Oh,
But if I would have double texted you, I would have been part of the archive so quickly.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I say if I liked the person or I had a good time on the date, I'd be so excited about the double text.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'd probably date.
Now, if I didn't like them, I would be so grossed out. I'd probably throw my phone like on the floor and run. If I was young and living in my house where I used to live with 2 stories, I'd run downstairs and be cringed.
Okay, but how is it? If I'd have double texted you, I wouldn't be around. How is it that I survived the first date?
Oh, don't get into it yet. We're getting into that in a little bit.
Okay.
We're getting into that later. Okay.
This is a lot to remember. That was 33 years ago, by the way.
You guys have lived a lot of lives since then. You're
Yeah.
ghosting and you're dating on this question then.
If I like the person. Or if I had a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
They still live with their parents and they're over 30.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But we're from ethnic families.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with it too?
Like 30, a man, a girl, yeah, I think. So I live by double standards, I guess.
Well, I can only talk about dating a girl.
Yeah, so like I guess I live double standards. I think a girl, I mean, a guy living at home's fine too, especially when you've grown up in an ethnic family. But yeah, it would be fine as long as there was
Some hope for a house in the future?
Yes.
Okay. He Venmos you for half the bill after taking you out for dinner.
Disgusting.
Well, only she can answer that, right?
Well, I mean, it could be a scenario where I'm asking for me and you guys are telling me whether I should date or ghost.
Ghost and never look back.
Sprint in the
Yeah,
other direction.
yeah.
Really?
Okay.
I mean, that was an easy one, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know in today's era.
I don't know
I
anymore
really
either.
don't.
Yeah, I know.
No, but you have to stick with what you believe in.
You can't lower your standards.
No.
But you can lower your expectations probably.
Seems to happen.
Okay. He brings up his ex at dinner.
Depends the context. But generally, that's a negative. I mean, why are we talking? Why do people talk about their
Yeah, I'd probably ghost.
Why do people talk about their broken hearts?
Yeah, it's the first date anyway, so lose them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
His
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend or his ex-wife or just his ex?
Whatever. Ex-girlfriend or ex-wife.
And why
Yeah.
do people bring up their
I don't know, but you're not
their
even
sad
in deep
tales?
enough. You're out for dinner with like a person. Forget it. It's done. Bye.
It's probably accurate. I went out with after he talked about his ex-wife and we saw that panned out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That was a lively conversation.
Are you gonna beep that one?
Yeah, I bleeped them out. Don't worry. I bleeped their names out.
Okay, good.
Oh, great.
Anyway, okay. He says he's not ready for a relationship. But he continues seeing you and is like pursuing it.
Not a bad move.
That's what I did.
Not a bad move.
That's a good one though.
Not a bad move.
But if a guy told me he's not ready, I'd have fun with that one. I'd be like, okay.
That's okay, actually. Because you're going on a second date to get married? That's not a
Okay.
bad move.
Fair enough. So you date.
Yeah.
If I liked him, I'd date. If I had a good time, I'd date, and I know that he'd end up.
What if you were looking for something more serious? So, like, here's the thing. You guys don't know modern dating. So
Yeah.
let me just like kind of unpack this for you. That's assuming then that they're talking to other people and going out with other people and like making out with other people. Remember, we have everything at our fingertips, swipe right, swipe left. You know what I mean? Like it's a little more nuanced and complex.
Do people go on a second date thinking that the second date means this is going somewhere?
Well, I'm not saying that's necessarily the case.
Wow.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's much more complicated.
Yeah, it's so. I feel sorry for you guys with the social media. That's terrible.
Are we old?
No, yeah, we're old. But
Well, you've been
forget
married
about
for
being old.
33 years.
It's really got to be hard with social media. It has to be awful.
It is. It is awful. Okay, so wait, are you guys saying you would date that person then? Good date. You
I
tell me to
might.
date.
Yeah, that would be okay.
If maybe
Maybe,
not.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm on the.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a maybe.
It's a maybe because, well, or you could just play with it and say, gosh,
It's something to do.
Yeah. Or,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay, Dad, this one's for you.
Oh.
So I bring someone home as like a date and they meet you and they either call you Dave or Mr. Ryzik instead of Dr. Ryzik.
Okay, those are different things. It depends. If he calls me Dave, I don't want to be his friend and I don't want to see him again and I don't want you to see him again. That first name familiarity thing, I mean, I know I was born in a Midwest.
But out of respect.
I know I was born in the Midwest in a different century. You don't call people by their first name. Now, if he didn't know I was a doctor and he called me Mr. Isaac, that's okay. But if he knew I was a doctor and he's too stupid to know that you call a doctor Dr. Isaac, give him the hook.
Okay. So you would tell me to ghost if he called you Dave, but I could date if he called you Mr. Isaac.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
But if he calls me by my first name,
Okay. This one's
that
for you.
says something about someone.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It does say something. It's how they were raised. Okay. This one's for you, Mom.
Yeah.
He stands me up on the first date, but calls a few days later with an excuse.
I know what you is.
Power move.
Okay, go ahead, answer, and then I'll say what
Power move.
Okay. Well, this is a hard one because of the situation, but I, being your mom, I'd probably say, oh, don't bother anymore.
You would tell me not to bother.
Yeah, I would.
It actually depends on who it is. Actually,
Yeah.
it would probably depend on who.
Yeah,
it is.
it would. It would.
It would depend if it's like a typical loser that I like. You would tell me to ditch it. If you,
But
saw,
I'd say proceed with caution.
yeah, proceed with caution,
Yeah.
which is ironic, given your circumstance. When you say,
I would.
okay, that was it. That was my whole game. Okay, so this is going to be a 2-part episode where the first part is how to deal with rejection, and the second part is does someone deserve a second chance? Okay. So first, I actually want to get into, though, before we get into those, I want to talk about how you two met. You've been married for 33 years. Why don't you tell us the story? I already know it. Why don't you tell the story, though, of how you two met? Because it's not very generic. It's not a generic story you hear every day.
No, it's not. Go ahead, David.
You want me to go?
Okay, so this is what happened. So my dad got really sick.
Now, because your memory for details sometimes is not great, I may jump in. Is that okay?
Sure. Wait, why does he ever ask that?
Good point.
Okay, so my dad was sick. He had to go to the hospital, and the doctor. So we're waiting. In fact, I think I flew in from Arizona.
You had just come in from
Arizona.
Arizona.
Because
Wait, back up. You were in Michigan.
we're in Michigan.
Detroit area.
Okay.
I was living in Arizona, but my mom called, said my dad was sick, so I flew in first before my siblings, and we're at the hospital, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, "Where's the doctor? Where's
You
the
were
doctor?"
at the second hospital. They went to
Did I
one
get-
hospital.
I thought that was a different time.
No. You went to one hospital with him earlier in the evening, and they sort of were dismissive. And your dad was obviously not doing well. And so you guys left the first hospital and went to the second hospital. And by the time you got to the second hospital, it was about 3 a.m. So you were waiting in the emergency room and waiting and waiting and waiting.
And waiting and waiting. And I'm like, my dad is so sick.
Well, her dad was so sick, and she loves sitting around in emergency rooms anyway. You know, that's what everybody wants to do on a Saturday night.
But I'm like, where's the doctor? This is ridiculous. So all of a sudden he shows up and he says, "Hi, I'm Dr. Isaac, and I'll be taking care of your dad." And I'm like, should I do it? Listen, we've been waiting 3 hours. Okay, it's 3 a.m. This is ridiculous. What kind of doctor are you? And then he put his hand on my finger and said, "Put your finger down now."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, it was 3 in the morning. First, he was sick.
Was this an enemies to lovers trope?
She had every right to be upset. They had been to one hospital, they blew it, and now they're at a second hospital and they're waiting. And like you can wait in emergency rooms. That hasn't changed. I wasn't on call, so the reason.
So that was fate, right?
Yeah, right.
So you weren't supposed to be the doctor on call.
I was
the
not
other
supposed-
doctor did not show up.
The other doctor was God knows where. And so the ER doctor was actually someone that I went to high school with. He was the emergency room physician. And he called me and he said, David, look, I know you're not on call. So-and-so's on call. I've been calling him. He's not showing up. Do you mind coming in? And doctors pretty well know that I never say no. So I said, of course. And I lived really close to the hospital. So I think I walked across the street to the emergency room and there they were. So it was one of those things where she was justifiably frustrated. Second hospital.
That's why your marriage works.
Second hospital,
Right.
and the doctor who was supposed to be in the ED is not showing up. But from my standpoint, I'm a good Samaritan. I'm coming in and doing a favor. I don't know these people, but I'm happy to do it. So it was a perfect storm.
So it was fate.
It was fate.
It was meant to
My
be.
Jewish friends call it Bishart.
Bishard. I don't know what that means,
Yeah.
but I like
Look
it.
it up.
Okay, so it was fate. So for people who don't believe in fate, that story.
So then I took him and had to do a procedure on him, and he turned around and did very well. And that was the proverbial first domino.
Yeah.
So were you in love with her the minute she put her finger in your face?
Well, look, it's hard not to take notice of her. She gorgeous.
Wow.
Wow.
What happened? Yeah, I don't know if I would say it was love when she was sticking her finger in my face, but she certainly, just based on aesthetic appeal, got a second look.
Oh. Okay.
So,
So, that's
just your looks. He liked you for your looks.
Yeah.
Is that what it is first
That's
for men?
okay.
So I have a question for you, Dad, then. There is a theory called the box theory. And basically when a man meets a woman, they know from the beginning whether they want to date them and make them like marriage material or just kind of like keep a casual hookup with them, just friends, everything else.
What's
but
the box theory? What is
The
it?
box theory is men know from the beginning whether they are going to make someone wife material. Like from the very beginning, the minute they meet them.
No way.
Really?
Not this man, anyway. If that's the way it is today,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
is it
up front.
really?
That's
Like-
that's
It's
what I
just a
was.
theory.
That's what I was saying earlier about him being impulsive.
Yeah.
If you're impulsive, you're headed in a bad place.
Okay, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
like the
scratch out
love
that
at
theory.
first sight thing,
I don't
right?
buy, you buy that?
Not in a million years.
No way.
You guys weren't
or
in
the
love at
guy
first
who
sight?
says, or the guy who
No,
says, I
I
looked across
wasn't.
the room and I said, I'm going to marry her. Oh, okay. I'll bet that works out.
Do you believe in the dating theory? If he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
What theory is that?
If he wanted to, he would. Like, if he wanted to, he would. Like, a woman doesn't need to put effort in. Like, 'cause if a man wants
Like if
you, if
he
he wants to
wanted
pursue,
you,
he would.
Like,
Like, you're not
Chase
going to
you?
be confused
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, yeah. God.
well, yeah, isn't that a man's like?
Yes. Okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah. It is up to the guy to pursue. If she had pursued me, it never would have worked out.
So, after you guys met, then, did you call her right away? What was
This
your
was
move?
in August.
See,
of
he knows
the
all the
year.
dates.
Yeah.
Right.
This was in August of 91. So I got to know them a little bit because I was taking care of the father in the days that followed in the hospital. And then there were some people who knew both of our families, that knew your family, knew my family, said, oh, they're a nice family and all that. So,
Which makes a difference.
which makes, that did make a difference. So the way I remember it is after he got discharged, I checked on him, and that was probably there's probably two motives there. One was to
So
make
you
sure
were
he,
using her sick father to get to her.
100%. So this is what happened. My house was always a full house.
it was always a full house.
Okay. There was all the relatives, the friends that were like relatives, everyone was always over. You had telephones then on the wall,
A landline.
the landline.
A
And we
landline.
had the long cords. Because if you wanted privacy, you take your phone and you go sit in the basement. Like you open the basement door and I'd sit on the step in the basement. Or so my mom had a long line so we could do that for private. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Wow, those were good days.
Probably
But
easier.
anyways, so he called and he was talking to my mom, right? Saying I was just checking on, right?
Your mom and I were always talking.
Yeah, so
Your
he's
mom
checking on my
was-
dad.
Your mom
and
was
then
a-
he says, can I talk to your daughter, Tracy? So, of course, all the Armenians there were laughing. It was so funny. And I think I ran in the other room and didn't want to talk at first. I'm like, come on. And mom's like, get on the phone. So I get on, and then he asks me, she says, I just want to give an update. Remember that? Yeah. You go, I just want to give an update on how your dad's doing. And I'm like, yeah, you just gave it to my mom, right? And he's like, yeah. He goes,
but I thought I owed it to you.
yeah. And then he goes, right before I hang up, he goes, would you like to go for just like a quick glass of wine somewhere?
That sounds like you.
I don't drink, really. I'm not a drinker.
I can't remember.
Don't think I've had 2 drinks.
Was that before or after you guys invited me to your uncle's
Pudge's? I
restaurant?
don't know.
Yeah, no. I think what happened was
I can't remember.
I think you guys, as a thank you,
No, I think that was after.
was it? Well, they invited me.
Yeah, it was after.
Was it?
Because you went movie Friday night.
I said that at his. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would they? So what happened was they were very grateful, and their uncle had a restaurant very close to the hospital, and they wanted. They were grateful and they were gracious people. And they said, invite him over for lunch and, it'll be a nice little thank you. So I went over for lunch and it was a Tuesday. I remember that. And,
How's he remember?
and so, and we sat around and your mother was, I can say this. If you look at a girl or a woman a second time because of how wonderful her mom is, this is the case that proves the point.
She came from good stock.
Oh my God. Yeah. I carried on more protracted conversations with her mom than any girl or woman's mother ever. And I never really paid attention to a girl's mom. Your mom was engaging. Your mom was very engaging.
But his mom, as you know, was too.
Right.
She was the same way.
Yeah. And
That's why they ended up best friends.
they were best friends.
Mothers.
Our moms ended up
And that's
best
how
friends.
it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, and they same moral background, religious sort of general spiritual background, the way they both raised families. But and that's what I saw in your mom. So your mom and I engaged in a long conversation. And that's when I said, when I was about to leave, I said, movie Friday night. So we went to a movie.
He thought he was really cool.
I was.
He gave me the
pretty cool.
movie Friday night.
Saved her dad's life. How does it get any
Poor
cool?
guy. And all I did was laugh after he
Wait a minute.
said it. I made fun of
Wait a minute. Does it get any cooler than that? I saved the dad's
you
life.
did something right. We're sitting here 33 years later, 4
I
kids,
saved the
a
dad's life.
grandkid.
Does it
Movie
get
Friday
any
night.
cooler?
No.
I mean, some guy scores a touchdown, and you're, his date to a football game, and he scores a touchdown, or he hits a home run, or he saved my dad's life. Now, which is cooler?
That's the greatest.
I mean, it's
Are
up
you
there.
kidding? That's the greatest.
Especially when she adored her father.
He's the best.
Right. So I hit a home run, I score a touchdown, or I save the dad's life. Which is going to be which leads to a second date?
Listen,
Yeah.
I think
So we went out.
saving a life.
We went out to a place called the Mayflower. It was a
Oh, he's got all the details.
oh yeah.
Didn't skip a beat.
So that's why he's so good at what he does. Where I can't remember half the stuff going
I'm not even going to
So
remember
we
this
both ordered a
conversation.
glass of so we order a glass of wine and we're talking and we're engaging. And now my glass of wine is done and she hasn't touched her wine. And we're
Well,
like
I was to this day, I don't really drink, really. Not because I just
and so
Me
we're two,
either.
So we're two right. So you take after your dad's side of the family every time. So we're sitting there and she isn't touching her wine. And I could see, we're getting to that point. We're about to get up and leave. So I finally reached over.
he
and-
did. He grabbed my wine and said, "Do you mind if I have your wine?" I'm like, "No problem."
So maybe that's the key. You're the DD for the last
See,
33
she
years.
didn't care about the
and
small
he's
stuff.
Right.
I'm still the DD. But when I'm DDing, he's snoring the whole way home.
That
Wow.
is true. That's one of those things that doesn't seem to upset her.
No.
So, okay. So you guys, you met in the hospital.
Right.
you tell her movie Friday night. This
Movie
is fast
Friday
forward
night.
in time.
So we didn't go to a movie. We went to
The Mayflower
the Mayflower.
Mayflower.
And
on a
had
Tuesday,
Then we went to a
on a
hockey
Friday.
game.
on a Friday.
Okay, so then we went to a hockey game. That's right.
So wait, you guys are 2 dates in.
And my cousin came with
Second
me because I didn't want to go alone.
Your cousin came with you.
So my cousin Chris, that I grew up with my whole life, and we took every class in college together. And so I said, "You're coming with me on this date." So he did.
So we go to a hockey game.
And you were okay with this.
That's
was-
what was so cool. He was okay with
I
it.
was totally okay with it. See, when you're both from similar ethnic families, that was just.
And when you're with the right person, it really doesn't
And
matter.
when you're right with the right, but the two of them, we're at the hockey game. The Red Wings are playing, and the two of them are looking at each other, giggling all night. And I thought, are they laughing at me?
We weren't.
No, you weren't. But
No.
I couldn't figure out. And I only realized after I got to know you, you were giggling because you were on a date and your cousin, who you were very close to,
Yeah.
was there on the date with you. They were giggling. We're at a hockey game.
But
and
that's what we do. We still do that on the phone.
Right.
We're always laughing on the phone.
So then after that, for whatever reason, we didn't
Okay.
see each other for a while.
You guys didn't see each other for a while.
For
No.
a month-ish or 2 months.
Or 3 months.
So,
So for people who go no contact and then they hear from someone, there's hope.
Well, yeah, because we were just on a couple dates.
we were on a couple of dates, and you got to remember something. I was in my residency at the time, and I was working,
busy.
and she was busy.
I was
she was
working,
traveling.
I was
This
traveling.
seems like a healthier time period. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest with
And
you.
by the way, you're traveling. You don't
I
have
might have
phones.
blocked you by
you're-
now on Instagram.
You know what was healthy about that? We had gone out, and I don't want to be too philosophical. We had gone out, but we both had things we were doing.
Yeah,
I was in my residency, and she was traveling with her business. We were active, so it wasn't like, when is he going to call or when?
and we have big families, and I was always with my family,
that
and
you were.
like,
that you
I
are.
think it was just a different era too. I
Yeah.
really do.
a much healthier era because people had things that they were pursuing, right?
yeah.
And like
Right.
you didn't see what everyone was up to all day long online.
If you have nothing to do to keep your mind and your energy occupied, then you're like, did he call? Did she call? Did he call? And that's what's unhealthy.
But I don't think it's just that. I think also like if you guys were dating in 2025 and you weren't talking for 2 months, but she could see you posting on Instagram and your Snapchat score go up and you comment on someone's photo,
Oh, that won't work with me.
I mean, that's pretty complicated.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right?
complicated.
So we didn't see each other, and it was over the Christmas time frame. It was October when we went out. Then it was over Christmas time frame that I said, that's when I called you, and I'm trying to remember what the
I thought it was
circumstance-
like February.
Trey's struggling to
I'll
remember
get
right
to
now.
that. You can't remember, can you?
I can't.
I'm hurt. See, that's one of those things that you don't get upset about because it's small, right?
Right.
So we were supposed to go
Right.
out between Christmas and New Year. And
Oh, you stood me up. He stood me up
Wow.
twice.
So
He stood me up
do
twice.
you consider that a rejection?
Well, I didn't feel rejected because I didn't want to go anyways.
she was
Oh.
tickled.
So I
that
was
we weren't
so
going out.
excited because I
She said yes to the date, and then she was.
I did.
So I have a question. Okay, because now there's so many different ways to communicate with someone. Standing up someone then, does that mean you don't call, you don't let them know, you don't show up?
No, all the above. So
One time I called on the first time I called and said I can't make it.
you did?
Yeah.
No,
the
I
second
don't think
time
so.
I just,
Did
No,
you?
the second time I just didn't call.
I thought both.
No, one time I called. 'Cause
Really?
I called you from a gas station. I called you from a.
What were you doing at the
Why
gas
don't I
station?
remember?
Well, because
Must
you
have
weren't
meant
with
a
me.
lot.
I was at an Amoco.
No, I mean, I
gas-
don't remember the phone call.
I was at an Amoco gas station. And
That's so funny.
and then I can remember those details.
Yeah.
So I called and said I can't make it.
I was
But let's do
so
something. But let's do
excited.
something in a few days. And that time, I didn't even call. Second time.
And my brother called and he goes, I thought you were supposed to go out with that guy, that doctor guy. I said, no, he stood me up for the second time. I am so excited because I was dreading going out. And he goes, oh my God, I love this guy. He knows exactly how to play you.
Well,
So did you fall in love from that?
No,
Oh.
no.
She had, listen, She had athletes chasing her. She had some guy in the NBA. She had so many.
But no one that saved her dad's life.
That's right, baby.
What can I tell you?
You can dribble a ball, you can throw a football, but guess what? You didn't save my
play
dad's
with
life.
hearts? No.
So the next day, after I stood her up, I got a phone call.
And I didn't have anything to do with this.
She had nothing to
I
do
didn't even
with
know
this.
she did this.
Her sister calls me.
Guess who? Guess which sister?
Where'd she get your number?
Wait, guess which sister?
Julie.
Thank you.
Julie calls me and she says, "Are you gay?" I said, "No." She said, "Are you married?" I said, "No." She said, "Are you engaged?" I said, What's with the question?" She said, "You stood my sister up for the second time."
And I was so excited.
But Julie talked about, I got to tell you, Julie, you were excited. Julie talked about her like she was the Virgin Mary. Julie said, "You don't know, my sister's the most wonderful. She's incredible. She's smart." Julie, I mean, you want to talk about someone.
And she's still like
she was
that.
your
Yeah,
hype
she's
girl.
still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our.
She was your hype girl.
She was a hype girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to be out of town. So I had to go to Syracuse to give a talk. And on the way back, it was right around Valentine's Day. And on the way back, from Syracuse, you're giggling.
She hates to be on camera. She hates it so much.
So on the way back from Syracuse,
Lost her foot back.
I called her and I said, "You mind if I come by?" And she said, "No, come by." And that's when things started. It was right around Valentine's Day.
So it was because he stood you up.
Was it?
I mean, I'm asking you. I wasn't there. I mean, did that make you like him more? It probably would have made me like them more.
In a carbon fragment sort of way, maybe.
Yeah,
you were.
maybe like him more. But I still didn't think he was like, I was.
It.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I spent a lot of time with her mom.
Because I wasn't looking for it.
You weren't.
That's why.
You clearly were not.
So are you saying it happens when people aren't looking?
Yeah, I wasn't looking for it. I just thought it was someone
Neither
who'd
one
go
of us
on
were.
dates.
Neither one of us were looking. But that's when I came over the house, and your mom and I.
But I really liked him. I thought he was a really nice guy. Oh. I did. I thought he was
So
very
nice
nice.
guys don't always finish last.
That's right.
This one
I
finished
thought he was a
first.
very nice person.
But I sat there with your mom that first night on your couch, talking to your mom all night.
And that's where we probably dated for the
her
next 3
mom
months.
was like a talk show host. Her mom would ask probing questions about your family and your education and all. Her mom was like, I don't know, Johnny Carson or Dick
But out of
Cavett or
caring, not because of any other reason.
Yeah.
And plus, my mom's best friend Tony was over. My aunt
Every night.
Sue was over. And
Every night.
They'd all be over it.
So I'm sitting in the living room with a bunch of women with being interviewed.
Yeah.
And now look,
Yeah.
And then we started dating. Then we
Yeah.
started dating regularly.
like consistently.
Yeah, then it was after Valentine's Day 1992, then it was consistent.
So how do you handle rejection? And this isn't an era before there were like dating apps and social media. All you had was your landline phone. How do you handle rejection? How do you think you handled it then? And how do you handle it now?
You suck it up and take it.
I think rejection is the best thing that can ever happen to a guy.
Really?
Well, and a
Yeah.
girl, you can't chase. You suck it up. Even if like the landline phone, you want to call. Even don't do it.
So you shouldn't send a long novel length text.
No, that's it. Someone's rejecting you. That's it. Don't.
But times are very different.
By the way-
era of texting is different than the era of
If you're
Phones.
worthy, that person who rejected you comes back around, and by then, you don't want them.
Right.
You're done.
I will tell you, I was a little intimidated by the number of guys chasing her. And this seemed like the
Just
smart
droves.
thing.
Droves. They were just lined down the street.
Okay. Yes, they were.
But you said
Yes,
you were intimidated, but you still pursued her.
I did, but with
Because nowadays, us girls feed each other's delulus and we say things like, he was just intimidated. He's just scared.
it's so different. You can't even compare 1992 to 2025. It is way different. and social media and the cell phones and the text messages and the pressures of
But you
dating
can't let the
are way
pressure get
different.
to you.
No,
But do you think it holds true the same that men should be the ones doing the pursuing and are capable?
100%.
1,000%.
Do you think men are capable still of pursuing?
Men who have been, God, I don't want this to be insulting the way I say, but men who have been raised properly.
Men who've been raised properly. And there are those men
Is
out
that
there.
bad to say?
There are those men out there, but it seems fewer and far between.
I think what you're trying to say is men who are worth taking seriously are capable of pursuing.
Yeah, there's to me, okay,
Right?
this is going to sound heavy. There's a feminization of our society. Men don't know how to be men. And it's really, and we see it when you guys have men come over or guys come over, it's just not the same as it was.
You don't think the guys I date are masculine?
I don't think guys in general know how to be masculine men.
And the women also to that, the women have to like accept a man treating her like a woman, have the door open.
Let them take the lead.
Let them take the
man
lead.
needs-
The woman shouldn't be pursuing. And
Absolutely not.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
See, I have traditional parents from the Midwest.
Well, that's perfect way to say it. Midwest, born in a different century, right?
Right. But I think you're
But I
saying
think
this
still-
all still holds true.
Yeah.
These same
I think
dating
so.
rules.
Don't you?
I completely agree. I think the most successful marriages I see with young people today are those who are a bit of a throwback to a different century.
I do too.
Okay. And okay, to that then. So how to handle rejection. You guys say just like take it, go silent. You don't
I think
need to-
rejection is something providing you can handle it. I think rejection is the best thing that happens to you. You know, they say that which does not kill me makes me stronger. I think rejection is a good thing. I heard someone recently say, I got fired from a lot of jobs. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I think rejection is not a terrible thing. It helps you. It helps you to. It helps your compass, your moral compass, and everything else. It helps you to see the world a little more realistically. I think rejection is not the worst thing that can happen.
Well, and don't you think that rejection is just redirection into like where you're supposed to be?
Good. I like that. Yeah.
That's absolutely.
It is.
That's my
Right?
point.
And
It
maybe
is.
you're meant to be with that person in a different timeline. Right?
100%.
Look at us. We were there, and then we weren't, and then we were together again.
Right. So
And he rejected me.
right.
And I didn't let
Although
it faze
you
me.
didn't give a shit.
No, I didn't. Because you can't. You got to remember who you are and you just move on. And if that person doesn't want you, then why would you want to be in their life?
Right. I agree.
Right?
Yes.
Like, move on.
Right.
And it's hard, but you got to
see
do
the
it.
fact that the family that you were from, I don't think me standing you up phased you, except it didn't phase you because you were from, and this is the importance of a mother and a father at home and you know a strong family bond. It didn't phase her. You laughed about it.
Exactly. I was so excited.
Right. But it also
I
let you
remember,
know,
like, it was that part I do remember, like, yesterday because I was so excited.
but did it also let you know that I wasn't going to let myself be just one more guy?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and don't you think like anything in life that's meant for you isn't going to pass you by, right? Like, can you imagine, you know, in my era of like if I ended up with him?
Are you bleeping that out?
I'll bleep the names out.
Okay.
I bleep all the names out. But like he acted like he didn't want to be with me, and I look back and I'm like, it didn't make sense to me then.
Right.
But he ended up with someone in a relationship like a week later.
Yeah.
But it's because she was willing to be in an open relationship. She was willing to have threesomes, right? Things I'm not going to do.
Right.
So it seems confusing, but it's really not that confusing.
Right.
Okay, so-
but when you're in it, you don't realize it maybe.
Right.
And
you
it
don't.
hurts you.
And when you're 20 years old.
And when you're 20 years old. But then when you get out of it and give it some time if you have to, 30 days, whatever, you'll say, oh my gosh, what was I thinking?
Right. That's what I'm talking about in terms of impulsivity. You can't be impulsive. You can't look across the room and decide who that person is. You can't create this scenario in your mind that this is the person that I'm going to. You don't know that person. All you've done is taken a snapshot. And people, I don't know if this is too raw, but that in terms of that impulsivity, people fall into bed too quickly, and look. The mistake that young people make, that all people make, is to mistake, love for orgasm or orgasm for love. It's just not the same thing.
They're mistaking love and lust, is what you're saying.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. So do you think my theory is true then that men aren't really emotionally unavailable? They're just not available for that specific person? Do you know what I'm saying?
Explain the questions and then ask it again.
Okay, so if a guy says to a girl, I'm emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Like, I can't emotionally be in a serious
I won't
relationship.
even deal with that guy again.
Well, me either. But my point is, I don't think that's true. I think it's just you're not the person for
Right,
them.
I agree.
And if the right person came along that was fitting for who they are, they would commit to
100%.
Do you think my theory is true then that when men say they're emotionally unavailable, it's not true. They're just emotionally unavailable for you because they, like people, like I was saying, like I liked and then like he couldn't be in a relationship, but a week later he was with someone else because she was willing to do things with him and be with him in a way
You're
I wasn't.
absolutely correct.
Yes.
The right person,
Yeah.
all of a sudden they become emotionally completely available.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And guys who say I'm emotionally unavailable, guys are always looking for their next mountain to climb.
And if a guy says that, then take him up on it. Okay, bye. I am too. I'm unavailable. See you later. He will regret it every second of it.
It would not have fazed you if I never called you again.
No, because
it would not have phased you.
You've got to
because you
have
didn't
your self-worth. Okay.
Right. Because you didn't decide I was the right person. The way you decided, you made a decision to have a relationship with me after you got to know me. It was a decision. You didn't just get swept up in some relationship with someone you didn't know.
Right.
You weren't the least bit impulsive.
No.
So, okay, to that point. So, based off of rejection, do you think people deserve second chances?
Depends what happened the first time around.
100%.
You gave him a second chance, maybe a third.
But I wouldn't.
3 chances?
Yeah, I guess you call it rejection, but to me, I didn't look at it as rejection.
You gave him another chance though after he
Well,
stood you up.
wait. What's the second chance?
What happened the first time?
You
the
mean
first time.
it's not black and white, it's a gray area. It depends
Absolutely.
what the person did, the context of
Look,
it.
no, I mean, it depends what the first offense was.
Right. Okay. So cheating, that's like, to me, you don't get
You're
any
done.
chances after that.
No. Somebody treating you bad, talking down to you, trying
lying to you.
Lying's massive. To me,
Lying
like,
Well, you don't come back from that because you'll never believe anything
Well,
again.
because if you're lying at the early stage of a relationship, you're always going to lie, right?
Well, and
Right.
what are you lying for? Don't lie. Yeah, I've taught you kids that even. Don't lie. Just
Right.
tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm too scared to lie to you.
That's right.
I think if you say the second time around, if the first time around is, for instance, the man manipulating you, being dishonest with you, promising the sun and the moon and not delivering, I don't know that you can ever recover from that.
So you mean bullshitting?
Yeah.
Conning, playing.
Conning,
Manipulator.
Yeah.
What would you say, Dad? Can you give me like the top 3 excuses men give when they don't want to be with someone seriously?
I'm really swamped at work. That's always a good one. Work is really, really, really busy. Okay. Another one is, I'm just coming out of a relationship. It was really tough.
Yeah.
Because can men overlap if they want to?
Yeah. Men overlap.
Are you kidding?
Like, can they go from one serious thing to another, or is there something to be
I
said
think
for
they
a
do
person
that
being
more.
a rebound?
I think they do that more often than not.
Okay, fair enough.
So work, I'm just getting out of another relationship. And, another one that a lot of my people that I know, I'm traveling a lot. I'm just not home a lot. And this is not a good time.
Yeah, that's a
for
good
me.
one too.
I'm just traveling.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
You
good.
need to give it to someone.
She may have used it once or twice.
So Dad, after you stood her up twice, you stood Mom up twice, and
You're loving
she
that.
gave you another chance. How did you redeem yourself?
Then I was there all the time. And then I showed her my true, I would say I redeemed myself several ways. I was there all the time. I was, there was no ambiguity about that I was pursuing her, and she let me pursue her. That was really essential on your part. You let me pursue you. You let me be a gentleman. You not only did you expected me to be a gentleman.
And the family made sure.
You didn't do a fake reach into your purse at the restaurant?
No, she
Pull out your
didn't.
card?
No, she didn't.
Oh God, no.
No.
Oh God, no.
and-
But that's ridiculous.
And then when
Isn't
she
it sad that that's what we've come to?
Yeah.
And then when she had to travel to Arizona and she was gone, for a number of weeks, I said, I'd like to come down there and see you. And I didn't come down there and see her with anything else in mind, but that I missed seeing her. So I came down here and got to know her brother a little bit better. After that, I was all in. After that, she could see I was all in, but I was all in all the right ways. Being a gentleman, pursuing her, and not pushing her to do things that she wasn't going to do anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. She knew.
Yeah.
She knew.
So how far into dating did you guys know that you were each other's person?
Well, she was going to break up with me after all this too.
Yeah, I was.
Was that your revenge for the stand-up?
No, I'm telling you, the stand-up was like.
You didn't give a shit. I get it.
It was like such joy. You know when you got to go out and you don't feel like it?
Yeah,
and
me every time I have to go out.
You know when you got to take a test and you're not prepared, and then all of a sudden the teacher's sick and you don't have to go?
And it was the
It's-
winter. And
it
it was the
You're
winter.
the sick teacher.
And it was the winter in Michigan. I mean, sometimes you just
Yeah,
don't
and who
wanna
wants to go out in the
out.
winter in Michigan?
It's probably like summer in Arizona.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it might even be worse.
Worse.
So do you think then, you guys have been married for 33 years.
Yeah.
Do you think my generation gives up too easily and too quickly in relationships?
Yeah, I do.
I think your generation's messed up.
But I think they go into it too quickly too.
That's my point.
They go in it too quickly.
You can't.
We go from 0 to 100.
You go.
Yeah.
You guys hit the accelerator so fast.
Do you think it's because we think we know each other though? Because like we see everyone's whole
No,
life.
I
right,
think that,
on-
but that's fake.
Well, I know
By the
it's
way,
fake.
social media is fake. I
You
look at
guys-
women my age and I'm like, they look like they're 20, but then you guys tell me they have a filter on their face.
you can't
that smooths it out. I'm like, oh my gosh. So,
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay. So, what was I saying?
you were saying, do we go into it too quickly because we see everything right on our phones? We think we know people.
Yeah, you don't know anybody.
Right.
You got to get to know them. And those first 6 months are honeymoon period. So it should go slow, get to know them, that kind of thing.
Psychologists say.
And everything should be great those first 6 months.
Right.
Right.
Right. If there are problems in the first 6 months, get out.
Yeah.
But psychologists say, and I'm holding my phone for a reason. Psychologists say that most of language is not written or spoken, it's body language. It's not what you say. And the problem is your generation does so much of their communication here, and this is fake.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you guys don't talk on the phone either.
I mean, if it could be a text, please don't call me.
But we got to know each other in person. I didn't get to know her through text, which is so phony and fake,
Right.
and
And
artificial.
you just have so much time to think of a good response.
Right. And when I write it, but now you have AI too.
Yeah,
that
now I'm
writes it
throwing my
for you.
messages in
But
ChatGPT and tell them to polish
When
it.
right. But when I write a text, it's not like it comes, like I'll reread it. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want people to think I was rude.
Right, it could be misinterpreted.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you should talk on the phone, get to know each other.
What's more important? If I text her and say I like you, or when we go out, I hold the door open for her on a first date? Which
Right.
has more impact?
Ask her. She's in the dating scene.
Wait, we say it one more time. My ADD kicked in.
Which has more impact? If I text her and say, I'd like to go out with you because I like you.
Yeah.
Or if on the first date, I open the door every time she gets in the car.
What holds more
Yeah.
value?
Yeah.
A text saying,
I
It
like
has more
you.
value than being a gentleman and opening your door.
I get what you're saying. Show, don't tell.
Thank you.
But
Show me.
look at
Don't
her
speak
reaction.
on
I
the-
like the text too, if
But
you
wait.
could send it.
That's
but like,
generational.
you know somebody for one date. So what? 4 hours, 3 hours,
Yeah.
2 hours, whatever it is. Oh my God. So first of all, you go on your date.
Right.
You come home. You can't wait to pig out. Put your pajamas on.
Take your bra off.
Yeah. And just like, okay, if it was a good date, great. I'm going to see the guy again sometime. If not, who cares? You move on to the next thing in life.
Right.
Unless he double texts you.
Yeah, you weren't a fan
Yeah.
of that, huh?
I'm still bad. I'm still
But-
negative on that one.
Too much. People put too much. So first of all, can I get back to social media?
Sure.
It's all a bunch of like,
It's everyone's highlights of their life.
but it's not true.
Right.
If you look at those, most of those people that are putting themselves like, oh my God, look at us. I love him. Oh, there's a love my. We find out they're getting divorced. There's abuse. They hate each other. Well, but like I say, why do you have
He
to
who protests too loudly.
Thank you.
That's
But
a
why?
good
So
one.
I'm a big person about the social media nightmare. Why do you have to put your life? If you love somebody, why do you have to put it on social media and announce it to the world?
You don't. You just live it. You don't write it.
Right. So it's fake. So everyone's seeing this fake stuff. So that's why they want it. They
Right.
think it's great.
Right.
But it's not happening.
People put their entire life, everything they're going to do, out there for people to see who don't give a shit.
Right.
They put it out there
if
for
they do
people-
give a shit, some of them are very envious too.
That's a problem too. People get
If
jealous.
I'm going to Disneyland, why do I have to put on my Instacart or Instagram or whatever it's called? I'm headed to Disneyland to people who don't care.
Well, sometimes I'll do
'Cause
that.
that's the
but
new
only
generation.
Because I want my crush to look at it and like it and know I'm going to Disneyland.
So it's the new generation, which we're not like, we're acting really old right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, a lot of this got to have to be
But
edited.
I'm
We sound
being
ancient.
truthful. The relationships are fake on
I
Instagram,
agree.
most of them.
And let me ask you this: because people go from 0 to 100 so quickly and
my
think
God.
they know each other, are people? And I'm going to ask you the scientific side of this, Dad, because you're a doctor. Are people becoming intimate too quickly, so then they're blinded by a fake bond? And can you tell me the scientific backing of that, like the hormones you release when you're intimate with someone, and especially too quickly?
Oh, listen, remember the old, yes, the answer is yes. And that was what I was talking about earlier in terms of impulsivity. But women and men look at intimacy very differently. There's an old, circa 95 expression that women give sex to find love, men give love to achieve sex. And that's true. I still think that's true. Yeah, there are certain hormones that are released when a woman has sex, and I think it blinds them to think that this is love. It has nothing to do with love.
Right, right. So you think that depending on the context, sometimes a second chance can be warranted, but not always.
It really depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, it depends.
It's not
Okay,
a black
so
and white
let's think.
situation.
What's something a second chance? Oh, his
They
mom
forgot-
ended up in the hospital.
Okay.
A legitimate,
fair enough, fair enough.
legitimate thing. Listen, I couldn't help it, but you have to be.
My car blew up. Legit.
What
Like,
about
I'm
like they
fucking-
forgot your birthday and there was really no reason? They forgot your anniversary. They forgot
Who?
something.
Like, we already married to this person?
Let's say you're 6 months in.
Oh,
They forgot your birthday.
that's a rough one.
That's a tough one.
Ghost?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, we're ghosting.
Yeah. Oh, wait. When you're dating, all a guy better be doing is looking forward to her birthday a month in advance, thinking about what I want to get her and what I want to take her, right?
I mean, I agree. Who is it?
Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
Get him on. Get him on the line. Put him on the
hold
pod.
Bobby? Hi, I'm on a podcast right now, and
Bobby, you're
Alexander wanted me to get you on the line.
Hey, Bobby, I have a question for you. Yeah. Well, let's preface first who Bobby is.
Okay, here.
Bobby is.
I don't even have a picture.
Okay, put him up to the microphone though, so they can hear it.
Okay, Bobby, you're up with the
Bobby
microphone.
is Tracy's. Bobby, how old are you? 30-something-year-old gay BFF.
36.
You're 36.
Yeah.
I keep telling
Is he
people.
too old to be my BFF?
I keep telling
He's too
him.
old for my BFF, is what you're trying to say.
Bobby, I thought you were 32.
21-year-old.
Bobby, I have a question for you. Can you hear me?
Sure. Yeah, I can hear you.
How do you handle rejection in modern dating? What is your take on it?
I think that you have to not take it personally,
Fair enough.
and you have to move on from that person.
Move on from that person.
Yeah, I mean, fuck
See, did you hear what he said? That's what I said too.
But Bobby, I said, and tell me if you agree.
that's Dr. Ryan right there.
Yes.
It's our 33-year. What is it? Our 33-year anniversary.
Wedding anniversary
But Bobby,
podcast.
don't you think that going through a certain amount of rejection is actually good for you? It's almost like changing jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it is. I think it's good for you in business. I think it's good for you in personal relationships. I think that it gives you a much better toolkit to handle it moving forward. And also allows you to be picky because you're not afraid of rejection.
I agree with that. So
Yeah.
rejection isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Let me ask you this,
You
Bobby.
see, this is why Bobby is my wife's gay BFF.
That's right.
That's right.
Although Bobby and I will get married when I'm 40 if I'm not married by then,
Yeah,
right, Bobby?
that's the deal.
Oh, he's your fallback?
He might be my, well, we're already kind of married.
Yeah.
Bobby, here's the second part to that. Do you believe in second chances?
No,
I love him. This is.
absolutely not.
I said the only time is like if your mother, like the person's mother, like ended up in the hospital in terrible condition. Okay, that's understandable. Maybe.
I mean, maybe, but even then, it's like all the things that you dislike about that person are still there.
Right,
Just 'cause
right.
Your mom's dead. I mean, if you die,
You die, Bobby.
I mean, come on. But we had a date.
Exactly.
Okay, so while Bobby's on that, I can ask you this question too. We asked this last week when the girls were on, my sisters. Who out of all your daughters consistently has the worst taste in guys? I want you
Okay,
to, on
wait.
the count of three. I'm going to count to three.
Okay, Bobby, did you hear that?
Dad.
yeah, but I'm afraid to answer that.
Okay, so but I'll say it loud enough because you're gonna probably say the same name.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Julia.
It's a tie. That was last week
No,
too.
it's triple.
She tried to say last week it was me. She was the only one though.
Who tried to say it was you?
Julia. She's
No way.
That's so funny.
my guys are harmless. They
What
don't-
other
Your
questions
guys
do
are
we have?
harmless. That's right. Your
What do
guys
we
are
have for
harmless.
Bobby? There was something I wanted. Oh, social media and dating, Bobby. That's a real thing for me that I don't understand. Don't you think people are fake? Don't you think all these relationships and people jump into them too fast because they think it's the thing because of social media and all those relationships are fake?
They want to take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
Yeah.
I think in general, I think dating's just fake. I get that.
Thank you.
Because you don't have the surprise of getting to know somebody.
See?
Right.
You know
Right.
their
There's no
entire
mystery.
personalities.
There's no fucking mystery anymore.
Is Bobby more our adopted son?
Oh, really?
Kind of.
But
Wait,
I feel
you're not like a son to me, are you, Bobby?
I hope not.
All right. We're gonna wrap this up, Bobby, and then we're gonna call you.
All right, love y'all.
I
We
love,
love
you. Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now that we established, but we've established who has the worst taste in guys out of your daughters. Would you say I am your favorite daughter though overall?
I think
I'd like to get this on record.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh,
No, how do you do that?
fair enough.
You're not goldfish where you like the orange
I
colored
love
one.
all my daughters the same.
Yeah.
They're the best.
You can't.
I'm blessed.
We are all blessed.
We are.
We're so blessed.
We are.
So okay, I
I feel
want
like
to
I'm
end.
shrinking into this cup.
That's how I feel too. We got to sit up.
I
Okay,
feel hunched.
so I want to end this with another game. Okay.
Oh, boy.
I am going to give you guys a modern dating term, and you have to tell me what it means. Okay.
Okay.
Ready for this?
This might need some serious editing.
All right. Ghosting.
No, that's ignoring.
Yeah.
Okay. Disappearing without explanation.
Ignoring.
Yeah. Love bombing.
Oh, coming on strong and hard.
Boom,
And
boom, boom. It's exact. You know what? Love bombing is exactly what it's. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, and I'm going to send you this. I mean, look, a woman can order
you're the
food.
girl I'm going to marry.
You're the girl.
Oh my God.
A woman.
I've been waiting for you.
If a woman is hungry, and you're 200 miles away, she doesn't need you to order Instacart for her.
This sounds personal.
That's love bombing.
Let me
That's
ask
nauseating.
you. So do you think then at what point does a woman believe then that a man's words are true? That his compliments and like what he's saying? Or are you saying it has to be followed through with actions?
It's all about actions. And here's the thing. It's serial observations over a prolonged period of time. It's not whirlwind romances over texting or over a cell phone. That's just,
This is all words.
it's
Yeah.
almost meaningless.
But if the actions, so a woman needs to understand she has all the power.
She does have all the power.
She has all the power. I mean, really, right? And I'm not being rude. I
in
love
a
men, but-
relationship, 100%.
yeah. But you have to respect yourself
Right.
and like have self-worth, and then you can really have the power.
And a woman can elevate a guy by doing that.
Yes.
A woman can elevate a guy and elevate the relationship by doing that.
If you have self-respect as a woman, and if you respect yourself and you meet this wonderful man, it only makes the two of you better, and him. It makes him better.
I am convinced that my dad, great man, but I'm convinced my mom elevated my mom elevated the relationship.
Well, you know what they say?
What do they say?
Behind every successful man is a woman right behind him.
I could not. That is 1,000% true. I've traveled all over the world, and I feel like I'm fairly highly regarded as a physician. I could not have done half of what I have accomplished without Tracy. Some of my biggest successes when I won the Emmy Award, Emmy Awards, especially the last one, it wasn't real until I shared it with her.
Wow. That's 33 years. That's on 33 years. I love that. Okay, ready for the next word?
Sure.
Situationship.
Kind of like dating. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Just like kind of like dating, but it's not like that.
On again, off again?
So a situationship is more than a hookup, less than a relationship.
Yeah.
On again? Okay.
Okay. Benching.
Getting rid of the person. But while they're doing other things, and then maybe they'll bring them back in.
Kind of. What do you think it is?
I know a lot of medical terminology. Benching is not one of them.
Okay. It is keeping someone around as a backup.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on the bench.
Yeah, on bench.
Okay. Peter Pan. Do you guys know what a Peter Pan is?
Oh, yeah. I'll never grow up. I don't ever want to grow up. The Disney, Peter Pan.
Wow. That's impressive, Dave.
Well, it's Peter Pan. That's when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's easy.
I don't want to grow up. You know the song?
Yeah. Okay. Delulu.
Crazy, delusional, nuts.
Nutsoid.
Delusional. Okay. Breadcrumbing.
Oh, you give them a little bit here, like keep them hanging on, a little bit
Hanging
here, a little
on
bit
by
there.
giving them morsels.
Yeah.
Okay. Gaslighting.
Oh,
I hate gaslighting, and it seems like it happens a lot now.
Want me to give you the exact definition?
no, wait. Tell me the definition.
Gaslighting is you. I don't know if I'm going to say it properly, but you make someone think that they're doing. Give the definition. I know.
Making someone doubt their own
Yeah.
perception or feelings.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Riz. You guys know what Riz is?
Riz.
What's Riz?
It's short for charisma. It means like you have charisma.
I
or game.
like that.
Okay.
Okay. Sneaky link.
Oh, is that someone cheating?
No.
Oh, what is that?
A sneaky link is a secret hookup or situationship.
Oh.
Okay. DTR.
Down to
DTR.
What's DTR?
Define the relationship.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Why do we need an acronym to...
Listen, I didn't make the rules. Thirst trap.
Oh yeah, when you do the picture, like a girl puts something really provocative or pretty on, and then yeah,
To get attention.
yeah,
It's a hot pick to get attention.
yeah.
Okay, roster.
Oh, plenty of them on your roster.
Your rotation of people you're seeing.
That's what we used to say. Men have to have a harem.
A harem. Okay, last one. Cuffing season.
Oh, dating.
Spring.
No, wrong. It's the fall and winter phase when everyone wants a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
You're in the
thought
wrong
it was
season.
Yeah, I thought spring was that. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, you guys didn't necessarily get all of those right, but you did master the art of commitment, right? You're
Yeah,
here 33 years
see?
later.
See?
Okay. Well, Mom, Dad, thank you guys so much for coming on and hanging out with me and letting me torture you with this.
Now where are we gonna go?
Well, now we're going to go get some dirty martinis and celebrate your 33rd wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Happy anniversary.
Can
Oh
you
my
believe
gosh.
it?
Well, you did something right.
I know.
You did something different,
I
right?
had wonderful children.
Why don't we just end it with one more thing you guys could tell people about dating and how to find the one? Give us it. Just one line.
One line. Don't be desperate.
Don't be impulsive, and absolutely get to know the person. Get to know the real individual.
Believe. I have fate too. You believe in it will
Fate,
come.
in God's timing,
Yes.
in
I
God's
mean,
plan.
did you think we were going to meet at 3:15 in the morning in an emergency room?
No, well, how about a friend of ours? She just told me her story was on an airplane. She was late for the plane. It was one empty seat, and it wasn't her seat, but it was the only empty seat. And she sat next to him 20-something years ago, and now they met on that plane and been married.
So
for
what you're
20-something
saying
years.
is
It was
I
fate.
gotta stop swiping on
So-
Raya and hit the emergency room.
Oh, that's another
Or an
thing.
airplane, which I
a lot
hate
of people
flying.
get married from those things, but God, it's got to be tough.
It's a rough world out there. I'll
Those
tell you.
onlines.
It is. Well, you've met some of my Raya dates.
Yeah, you take me on them with you.
They're not exactly husband material.
How was the time you shoved me in the back of the guy's Tesla?
That was our landlord that I was dating. In this economy, can you blame me?
He had a book this big with keys, and I'm like,
He was
what is
so
going
nice.
on?
He was a
I
fun
really
time.
liked him. He was a nice guy. But I'm sitting here thinking, I'm in my 30-year-old daughter's date's Tesla.
You know what I just realized?
He was our landlord.
You know what I
We went for
realized
some
just now?
martinis.
There's a lot I don't know.
And it's going to
Oh,
stay
there's
that
so
way. Let's end it there. Okay, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and I'll see you next week. Okay, we're done.
That was the most boring podcast.
We're not boring. Tyler, were they funny?
Your ratings are going right down.
It was so old and boring.
Smile.